So welcome to the channel, everybody. I got my buddy Prince here. There he is. Say hi, Prince. Prince welcomes you to the channel as well. We're out here. We're gonna move on today from what we have in the house. Not everything worked out yet, but we're gonna do some transplanting here, and I'll show you what we got going on inside, and then we're gonna come back out here to the greenhouse and give these things a new living quarters. We're gonna transplant these pellet things into something a little bigger, and then we can focus on maybe getting these peppers to germinate, which are a little behind schedule, and they should have germinated within 3 weeks, but I kind of chalked it up to, they're not getting enough natural light. They're getting more shade than these are, as far as the natural light that comes through the window. And I've been pretty inconsistent with the grow light. All in all, I mean, we are having some success here. We have a lot of things that have come up. The zucchini is trying to, the basil sprouted, tomatoes and broccoli I think are doing really well. So we'll try to work on the things that aren't doing so well, and we'll keep them in here. We'll give them more light than they've been getting. So we get to play around in the greenhouse. So I went ahead and moved all this from the kitchen, moved it out here in the greenhouse, and we're gonna get these things a bigger home, a little bigger cell to go into them. It looks like I have everything but what I really need. Shallow. I don't know where. I thought I had little individual 6-pack cells. But you gotta use what you have. Hey, Cupcake. Put a cupcake in here. Monitoring my every move. These are small little pots, but they'll grow into here in no time, I'm guessing. Couldn't find a little 6-pack. Not sure if I threw those out, but anyways, we'll definitely fill these with soil, and they're not gonna really outgrow these, so they should be all right going into June. It's early March. In each one of these, you need just a small percentage, and we'll fill these with potting soil. It's nice to have a greenhouse for when you do this, because if you're using your own counter or kitchen, just think of the mess you'd have. So this is sweet peat. We're gonna use a little bit. Like I said, we'll mix just like a little pinch in each one. You don't need much. I'm gonna mix it in here, but I don't really follow any kind of a ratio. And to me, it's never an exact science with a lot of this stuff. It's more about getting it proper light and nutrition. So keeping the light is obviously huge, and then you want to make sure they're watered. So broccoli, we have one is not going to make it because it just came up out of there. We'll break this stuff down. You think about it, this is like become native soil to these seedlings. So if these things breaking down, you just put it right in with the soil that you're mixing it with, and it's just like I said, it's native. And we'll give it some more soil. I'm just gonna break those up ever so gently underneath, just to let that water get up in there. It definitely helps when it comes to watering these things. It's like every time I plant a shrub or tree or whatever, and I break up that root ball a little bit. So yeah, we're out today because the storm is on its way, and there's going to be a lot of rain, like a 95% chance of rain today. So we have to take full advantage of this, and it'll be short-lived because around 8 p.m. it's going to start dropping like crazy. We're going to have to move everything back into the greenhouse. But I think this is very important to get natural rainwater as it's coming down, not, you know, collecting it, letting it sit, but as it comes down in the moment. These things should, you know, be acclimated a little better when it comes time to transplanting. You know, this is vital for great root health, so I got my stash in the kitchen, which I put on the front porch, and those are mostly peppers and basil and some zucchini. So, you know, the root health is extremely important, and the rainwater actually provides oxygen, so that's much needed for these plants. And, you know, great roots, they can absorb nutrients and stuff from the soil. I went ahead and I moved all of the tomatoes and broccoli plants, and you can see the greenhouse, you know, it's been about a week since we put them in there, and they've acclimated themselves in here pretty well, and I've gotten bigger, and it's been well over 80 degrees in there, so it's been getting plenty of sunlight, and then with a grow light for a few hours. And so now we're just going to give it the most important nutrient you can give it, which would be a good source of oxygen, which would come from the rain. And that rain coming down, look at it. Alright, so those got enough rain. I'm going to pull them inside. Alright, we're back inside. I think I'll drain this out just a little bit. Put these back in the greenhouse. Off to the greenhouse. We're going to go get our vegetable plants as it's going to get cold tonight. And winter's returning. So these are the tomatoes. They've basically, I wouldn't say thrived, but they've definitely taken hold in these larger containers. Broccoli's struggling a little bit, but I think it's about to rebound. So these tomatoes are really taking hold in this container. A couple there. California Wonders seem to be doing well. Only one zucchini. Couple basils coming up, and these jalapeno peppers it took them a while, but they're 6 weeks now, finally coming up. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next video.